Hello everyone, Latif Smith here, and this is my week 5 presentation in ethics training while working in a community center. It is important to have ethics in the workplace because the ethics of the workplace set the obligations and responsibilities for those who are working. The duties that we have correlate to responsibilities of the workplace and expectations that customers will have of us. So when we are looking to provide the best customer service possible, our obligations will kind of guide us through what we need to do and what we need to get done to better assist our customers. By doing so, the company will kind of be seen in a better light, and then the values that the company or agency has will or should definitely reflect within the employee's actions. A good theoretical foundation to have in the workplace as a civil servant would be to have a utilitarian approach. When we focus upon the consequences of our actions as civil servants, we're not really getting in trouble for doing wrong actions or things like that. Well, we do, but if we look at it from more of a consequences of not fulfilling our service is how we usually tend to get in trouble as civil servants. So if we continue to execute our duties as a civil servant, we definitely can avoid a lot of situations that may arise with unhappy customers. So by executing our duties such as like offering great customer service, answering questions, giving correct information, even if someone comes to you with the wrong department, our duty in that situation is to get them the help they need, and maybe all you need to do is a quick transfer them to the right department and you successfully assisted them avoiding negative consequences. It is important to have a code of conduct in the workplace because this code builds a work culture that's usually led by the management team. And the stronger the culture, the stronger foundation in some sort of beliefs or what you stand for creates a more positive environment for the staff. With this culture creation comes expectations of how one is to act in this given situation. So the work culture will set the expectations that are needed to be successful within the field of whatever your desired field of work ends up being. It also sets the chain of command or how communication flows, either up down, or down up, or cross with peers, things like that. So the communication ways are also formed through these expectations from the culture that has been created. Also, we operate better with the public when there's like a set of rules of how to act, professionalism. Some agencies, in particular, may not mind employees being on the phone for whatever reason. They may need to be on the phone more than others, especially like if you're working with children, and a parent walks up to pick up their child and you're sitting on your cell phone, probably not watching all the children. That's just something that wouldn't be good. So the expectations and the culture of the work environment are usually set by the code of conduct. A situation that will arise working at a community center will always be something that involves the basketball court, those who can enter and those who can't. In this given situation, a minor comes to use the gym, and we are aware that they need to have a waiver of liability signed by a guardian. This waiver will be inclusive of them, getting into any kind of altercation, any kind of sustained injury, and things like that, where liability could be placed on the company, but the guardian signs off that they will take full responsibility, whether they're there or not, for the child's actions, as well as any injuries that may occur. The problem with this is a child comes in and they have no guardian, so the waiver has not been signed. They are previous tenants, but their membership has expired. Will you let them in? Will you keep them out? You know that they come here every day because their parents can't come pick them up till around 6 o'clock and it's only 4 p.m. You want the child to have fun, but at the same time, you need payment for their membership to be renewed, as well as a signature. Could you possibly sign for them? Could you get the waiver signed via email or over the phone? Could you ask your supervisor? Like, could you wait, let them in, take their payment, have their parents sign when they arrive? So working in community services, we want the customers to always have fun, but this situation will arise, and you have to think, what can you do? Also, know the character of the child. What are the consequences? Is this a rowdy customer? Does he usually cause altercations? Does he test, moral luck or luck of society? Like, is he injury prone? Does he run into walls? I don't know. There's a million things that children can do. But is he one of these unfortunate children? Those are all situations that you kind of need to factor in and weigh the consequences to understand, to see, is letting this person in to the gym at this time without a signature worth your position? And also, if this is a common occurrence with other customers as well, could you guys find a different way to get the waiver signed without the guardian there? This concludes my presentation, and thank you all for listening.